What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Ordinary Guys podcast. My name's Chris.
I'm Dion.
Back for another one.
Back for another one, man.
All right, guys. First off, apologies. We've actually been kind of neglecting the pod, and that's because I was actually out of town in Arizona for business purposes. Anyway, that's why we're doing this recording today. To catch up.
Yes, definitely.
Anyway,
Definitely.
So what's going on, bro?
Well, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. Kind of get off my chest, you know.
What we got?
It's to do with kids. You know, I got kids. You got kids.
Yeah.
How to talk to your kids about peer pressure.
I don't talk to them. I just smack them upside the head.
I wish
Tell
I could
no
just do
means
that.
no.
I wish I could do that. Sometimes, like Homer Simpson and Bart. Something like,
That's exactly how you have to handle it. Yep. You just strangle them.
Okay.
Smack them. While you're strangling one hand, you smack them with the other one.
Okay, we're just gonna go on to the next one.
Problem solved, right?
Right, there you go. We don't need to talk about no more.
All right. All jokes aside, though.
For real, because I kind of found some stuff in one of my my wife found a vape cartridge, a vape pen, whatever, inside my son's jeans. He says it's not his, like most kids would say when they get caught with something. I mean, and
I've been there,
right? And so have I. That magazine's not mine.
Damn, I remember that. Touche,
when
my
there were
friend.
magazines. Now it's like just delete everything on your phone.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Anyway,
But oh yeah, he said it wasn't his, that he was throwing it away for a friend. I'm inclined to believe my son. He's a good kid. He does embellish time to time. Caught him in a couple of, lies before.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of expected from teenagers.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
his birthday was yesterday. He just turned 15. You know what I mean? And we actually confronted him about it on his birthday.
Awkward?
A little awkward,
Yeah.
but this was before everything, before Super Bowl and everything. But yeah, man. I mean, I want to believe him. He's wrestling and he's playing football and track and everything like that. He says that he can't do that and be in all these sports because I guess they drug test all the kids to make sure they're not doing any drugs. But you can't test for vaping.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's
I don't know what to do at
a
this
tough
point.
situation to be in, bro, because, I mean, as you mentioned, it's obviously peer pressure, and you and I have already been through that road.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I really didn't find the courage for me to be able to tell my friends no
Right.
until years down the road. And more so because of the fact that obviously with experience, you would come across a situation where you would learn your lesson,
Right.
and I guess it just comes down to that point where he's gonna come to that crossroad where he's gonna learn his lesson
Right.
one way or another.
But I just don't want him to have to learn it the hard way. You know what I mean? It's like I've already been through all of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to confront him, not by being angry, but just talking to him, just to let him know, look, this is what we found. I'm concerned about it.
Well, I guess
I don't want to, I don't want him not to be able to come to me, because when you start to yell and hoop and holler and all that stuff, then your kids they're kind of standoffish about telling you things because they think you're gonna react negatively.
Yeah, right.
So I'm trying to keep that balance. Because I don't want to be that dad that's the friend, like the cool dad. I don't want to be the cool dad. I ain't cool dad. I want to be the dad that you're gonna come to if you need something or if there's a problem. You feel comfortable coming to me and telling me about it.
The only thing that I would recommend, and I mean, it's a double-edged sword, really, because it's like at that point, your kids are gonna know too much about you,
Right.
to where they're gonna be too comfortable.
Right.
right? So it's like, oh well, if my dad did it, then by all means, why shouldn't I?
Right.
Which that's why I'm saying it's a double-edged sword, because on the other side of the sword, is your kid gonna take from what you're telling him and gonna be like, you know what, maybe I should listen to my old man and stay away from all that stuff because my dad's already been through it, so what I'm trying to get at is, like you said, right, you want to have that conversation with them,
right.
And the other portion of that is, I don't know how comfortable you are letting them know, that, hey, this is what my life was before I met your mother, or whatever the case may be. But it's like,
he doesn't know everything, but he does know that I used to smoke because he was 8 years old. He's the one that told me, Daddy, can you stop smoking? Right. So he was one of the reasons that helped me to stop smoking. So my daughter's 9. She's never known her life where Dad smoked at all.
Yeah, right.
Which is great, but he saw me do that and asked me to stop, and I stopped. And I let him know the reason why. Okay, it's like, I want to be around for you and your mom and your sister. So I don't want him to go down that same path, because first it'll be vape, and then what is that going to turn into?
That's, I guess, where you have to give him the bigger picture. Right? Because if he doesn't really grasp the concept of, this is a trajectory that it's going to lead me to, if he doesn't understand that, then he's just going to keep on going down that route.
Yeah, I go in so far as to like show him pictures of people with like black lung and all these
images really like don't do much.
Not for kids, not these days.
Yeah.
But
so I mean, the way that I ended up learning in the long run was just hearing people out, of their experiences and them giving me advice. Hey, look, you know what? Because this is what I lived through. You want to avoid it at all costs.
Right.
And then obviously me seeing it beforehand, like I told you, my cousins, we ended up growing up together for a good portion of our lives, and I saw the things that they were doing and the consequences that those actions brought to them, and that's when I learned, you know what, that's not what I want to do. And I mean, just as with your kid, he's got a lot of things going on for him.
A lot.
He's got sports, and he's in a good home.
He's in.
He's not necessarily getting everything and anything he wants, but he's living comfortably.
Yeah, he's living very comfortably.
And
he's in a lot of magnet classes and advanced classes, and he's good. He's almost a straight A student.
And those are things that he doesn't want to take for granted.
Exactly. And I let him know, like, just because you're a straight A student and you're doing, you're playing football and you're playing all these sports, it's like,
doesn't give you leeway.
Exactly.
To be going the other route.
Exactly. Because his thing is like, oh, but I'm not a bad kid. It doesn't matter, but you're doing bad kid things.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, because I will take everything away.
And what makes it even more difficult, bro, and I'm telling you this out of experience, is when you're a jock and you have all these other kids that are in the same sport, they think that, oh, just because this is the in thing or this is what's popular, we all got to do it.
We got to do it, yeah.
And that's where he needs to be able to establish a line and say, you know what, no, this is what I was taught, what's wrong, and you guys could go ahead and do whatever you want, but you know what, I'm gonna go a different route.
See, well, that's another thing too. He's that jock with the leather jacket on.
Of course.
He's that kid. You know what I mean? But I want him to use that like for good. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like the ones that are looking up to you, let them know that that's not the way to be.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like you have a responsibility now.
And that's the key concept there, is the fact that, and I wish, looking back at it now, if I was 15, 20 years younger, I'd be able to have that conversation with myself and be like, hey, you know what? This isn't worth it.
Right.
There are other people that are following you, and you're being able to be that type of influence be that influence, but in a positive manner,
good, exactly.
And
use your power for good.
Exactly. And that's something that hopefully with you having a sit down with them and having a talk, you can go and relay that message to him and hope that it sinks in. Right. Because, I mean, again, just talking out of personal experience, you don't want him to be sitting down 15, 20, 30 years from now and him looking back and, man, I wish I could have done things differently.
If someone would have just talked to me about this or that, that's what I don't want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be there, so.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I definitely got to have that conversation.
Yeah, it's something that I would really recommend.
So. Definitely.
What else we got on our plate, bro?
Next on the plate, well, letting family stay with you. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? You want me to go first?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, like you said, it's a double-edged sword. it can be good for them, but it can be bad for you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I have some experience in the matter. Of course, I've stayed with family at times. Well, this is way back before I was married, but whenever I had family stay with me, I think sometimes people get too comfortable and they overstay their welcome. But it's like they don't see that, and it's kind of hard to tell them, especially if it's family, somebody that you love and you respect. You know what I mean? That
because it's an uncomfortable conversation.
That's a very uncomfortable conversation. But it shouldn't have. I don't think it should have to get to that. That person should already know. Like, look, I'm invading someone's space. They're letting me be here. Like, that conversation shouldn't even need to take place.
Yeah.
In my perspective, because if I'm staying with someone, I'm not gonna be like, oh, just chilling, you know what I mean, on the couch.
Me
like,
personally, bro, I just, if I were put in a position where I would have to stay with the family member, I would be uncomfortable, number one. Sorry. And number two, because of that discomfort, sorry, I honestly would feel like I'd be walking on eggshells. And not because that person's making me feel that way or anything, but it's just, I guess, a level of respect towards a space that's not mine. Because you don't want to
intrude, exactly.
Yeah.
You want to overstay your welcome.
It's tough, man, because I get it. You know, we don't want to let family down, and you don't want them to just not have a place to fall back on. But at the same time, it's like you mentioned, you don't want to overstay your welcome either, you know?
It's like when they start to like make plans in your house, I see that as a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can't make plans and invite people over and you're staying at someone else's house. And you let them know, like, the day before, like, oh, this person's coming over, or this is gonna happen, or this is gonna happen. Like, no, you didn't ask me that. You're telling me what you're gonna do in my house. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it's. I guess that once you establish that you've been staying with this person for X amount of time,
right?
You have to figure, you know. Okay, I'm going to set, if I told this person I'm going to stay for 2 weeks, as an example, right? Then you have to meet that goal, you know, because I don't want the day of tomorrow for me to be put back into a position where maybe I need your help again.
Right.
But because you already had that bad experience with me, you're not going to help me out second time around.
Exactly.
You know? And I've had family members that have gone through that experience with, you know, and thankfully we've had a conversation and we were able to establish boundaries. And I mean, in my situation, there was that level of understanding to where if they told me, hey, Chris, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and stay for 3 weeks, when the 3 weeks came, bro, one of two things would happen. Either they would leave before the time frame,
right?
Or two, the 3 weeks would come up, and one of two things would happen at that point. They would either leave on the third week, or they would ask me that we would have another conversation. They'd be like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I really don't have anywhere to go. Do you mind if I were to stay an additional week? Right. But don't worry about it. I promise you, on that 4th week, I'm gone.
Like, whether have a place to go or not. Yeah.
And at that point, bro, I would make sure that I would do my due diligence to help them out and try and figure out a solution to the problem.
But that's how a responsible guest would do. You know, that's what they would do. But when you have a person that's staying with you, and then say that this person says something like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just have to go stay in a motel or on the street or something. Or it's like they're just almost
trying to give you the guilt trip.
Like they're running a guilt trip on you. It's like,
that's what it is.
How are how is that okay for you in your head to put a guilt trip on someone that you've just invaded their space?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like, what gives you the right? You know,
at some point, you're gonna have to figure out a solution to the problem.
Because that can
without them having a say.
Exactly.
You know, because say for instance, if a family member were to stay with me for about 2 or 3 weeks, and 2 or 3 weeks came and went, and they're still trying to stay at my spot. It's like, at that point, I'm gonna have a conversation with them, be like, hey, you know what? Did you find a place? All right. Well, since you couldn't find a place, guess what? I'm gonna look for that place for you, and take it or leave it at that point.
What if that's already been done?
Again, bro, take it or leave it. I found you a spot to stay in.
Right.
Now, it's your option whether you're going to jump on it or you're going to stay at a hotel, like you said.
Exactly. Yeah.
I did my due diligence, and I'm helping you out.
I did
find
exactly
a spot.
what I said that I was going to do, and now it's out of my hands.
But now it falls back on you, though. Yeah. Are you going to follow through?
To enforce that, yeah, exactly.
That's the other problem, bro. It's the follow through, because I know it's like I said, and I'm not trying to be hard, I'm not trying to be cruel, I'm not trying to be cold. It's just fact of the matter is, I've done everything in my power to help.
Right.
You need to do your part too in order for this to work out.
You know what? I honestly think that if someone was in that situation, it would probably be easier if it was like a non-family member opposed to a family member. You know what I mean?
Again, bro, I've already lived through it. I mean,
it's kind of the same, because a lot of friends are like family, man.
I'll give you. I mean, my sister ended up going through it with me at one point, and I was like, "Look, I already talked to mom. You can either go back home, you know, where you belong, or you do what you just said, and you're gonna go back with the ex-boyfriend." Right. You know, eventually, I guess her and my mom and her dad squashed the beef that was between them or whatever. So she went back home, so everything worked out. But the fact of the matter is, I stuck to my ground, and I told her, you know what, I've done what I could. These are your options. Take it or leave it.
Right.
And that was my sister, bro, my own flesh and blood.
I mean, but how hard was that conversation to have?
It was pretty difficult, because I mean, it was my sister.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, I know that she's already overstayed her welcome. Right. But she wasn't doing anything to help out the situation. Right. And she was making it just more and more difficult on me. Right. So I was just like, you know what? Then I'm sorry.
You gotta start worrying about your own self and your own family, because it starts to interrupt your family life and everything else. So I totally get it, man. I totally get it. All right,
man. Well, what else we got on our plate?
Well, I don't want to keep on being like such a downer, bro. Let's pick it up a little bit. Upcoming movies you can't wait to see. You got any in mind?
One.
Which one?
One, and I know you probably got another one on mine that I'm not even going to mention.
I'm sure anyway. I do.
Yeah. So anyway,
got a few.
This one's kind of like hit or miss, really. Because the last one
or video games.
The last one was a complete miss for me. Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
The last one was a complete. I don't know if you watched it, but complete miss, bro. It was. No. It was.
The last thing I saw, I saw it in theaters. That's one I saw. I guess it was a part of the franchise, and it was Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
That's the last in that genre, that type of thing that I saw. And
so that's one that I'm actually, as a matter of fact, I already bought my tickets. I pre-ordered and.
Okay, well, what is this? Is this 10, 11? What is this?
10.
So 10 is the last one.
That's what I'm hearing. There's other talks that I guess there's going to be 2 more after this one to like finalize the whole sequel or whatever. We'll see. You know.
Okay, does Tokyo Drift count?
Yes, it does.
Does it really? Wow.
You would have to watch 9 in order for the entire story to tie in together and you be able to make sense of it.
They did make a reference to Tokyo Drift in one of them, I remember.
Yeah, that was it. It was 9. Which I honestly I was appreciative of, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And the reason why is because I was kind of upset that they got rid of Han. Okay. He was one of my favorite characters by far.
Right.
So them bringing him back was just perfect for me.
My thing, okay, I don't know which one it was, but when Letty lost her memory.
Oh, that was the one that when they went to Mexico.
Yeah, I was like, why would they do that?
That didn't make any sense to me.
It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, after that, I kind of like lost interest. I'm like,
I felt the same way. Because I'm telling you, even
she was an integral part of
9 was such a disconnect for me. I was just like, and they're planning on making more?
Yeah, it's like it kind of killed it. I mean,
this one, it seems like it's more. The story is well told.
Is Jason Momoa in it?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I saw some type of like. I thought it was like a meme.
No,
he's really in it.
He's really in it. Oh. So and like I said, just out of the previews that I saw, it seems like it's a well-written script. So I don't think he'd be a
part of it if it wasn't, something.
Come on, I wasn't thinking that John Cena was going to be in it, and sure enough, he's part of the franchise now.
That's crazy.
What are you waiting for though? What are you looking forward to?
I'm a comics guy, so I'm. Come on, The Flash is coming. So, well, first I gotta see Ant-Man.
That's the one that I thought you were gonna mention.
That's the one I really. But I just go to Super Bowl game, so I just saw.
Yeah.
The trailer for Flash. And I'm like,
So who's starring The Flash?
Is Ezra Miller.
No way.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Okay.
And it looks good, man.
That would be a good movie to watch.
I hope and pray that he can redeem himself or themselves. Themselves. I'm trying. I'm so trying. Hope they can redeem themselves from all that bull s that they were doing. Make a comeback. So
I got another one that I'm looking forward to. Deadpool and
Wolverine.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I'm waiting for them to drop.
I'm waiting for the whole reboot of the what do they call it now? The DCU.
DCU, yeah.
Just the DCU. It's not a DCEU anymore. It's just a DCU.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, and casting a new Superman. I guess a new Batman because I guess Robert Pattinson's Batman is not.
Yeah. Well, this year I feel that there's a lot of good movies that are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
I was actually, as a matter of fact, I was trying to watch something with the wife.
Right.
I don't know if you ended up hearing about it. 80 Brady.
80 for Brady. Oh, 80 for Brady.
80 for Brady. Yeah, we were trying to watch that, but unfortunately, the movie theater where I was gonna go to, they're not showing it anymore. So
yeah, I know why.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it couldn't have done that great in the box office for it to still remain in theaters right now.
It's already on some type of platform right
probably.
Now. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, what else we got?
Well, plans for V-Day, Valentine's Day?
Do you have anything planned?
I have a couple of things that I'm going to do. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're really gonna go and spoil it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have something planned. I like to cook, so I'm gonna cook her a nice dinner.
Again, do you really want to spoil it?
She's not gonna watch this.
Okay, good. Well,
she's not gonna.
Yours doesn't watch it, but mine does.
She's not gonna watch.
Especially because I do all the editing on here.
She's gonna be like, and then she's gonna be, oh, did you watch it? Yeah. She gives me one of those. But anyway, I'm gonna make her a nice. Well, she knows what I'm gonna make. It's in the refrigerator
already. Damn.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna fillet and debone a fish and prepare a nice red snapper dinner. It's gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be good.
Very nice.
I got her some other things, some gifts that I'm gonna give her. She doesn't know about that, but she probably knows now. But still, anyway. But you know what I mean. She doesn't know what it is.
You're saying she doesn't watch it, so why are you worried about it?
It'll just be my luck that she watches this one.
I'm gonna laugh. All right. Anyway, what else we got?
Do you have anything planned?
What else we got?
What do you have planned, sir?
Well, I mean, we already have plans to go out. I'm not gonna really mention what. No, I don't dance. You
boogie? You a gangster?
Nah, I don't even do the cholo lane. Nope.
Damn. Nope. You don't dance at all.
I just bob my head to music. That's about it.
You like music?
Yeah. Bro, I mean,
your body doesn't like music.
Didn't I tell you that I actually ended up taking an iPhone and I'm using it as an iPod? Yes, they don't make iPods anymore, and I'm upset about that. Anyway,
you really don't dance?
I don't.
Why?
I'm not. What's the word?
Rhythmically inclined.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
I'm not that.
Did you want to learn?
No.
What?
Why? Because I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Oh, everybody makes a fool of themselves.
Well, this is not everybody. I'm just me.
Damn. So you can never take your girl dancing?
Nah. Bro, that's how it's been.
What if she wants to go dancing? You know what? My wife used to we used to go dancing a lot.
Okay, what happened?
I wasn't that good of a dancer, but I didn't take any class or anything. I went on like YouTube and found out how to do this, how to do that, and I didn't know how to dance bachata.
Okay.
I didn't know how to dance like cumbia. I know salsa. I just feel the rhythm I can dance.
Ain't she not supposed to dance though? Cause she's Christian.
Well, this is before.
Okay.
This is why we don't go now.
Okay.
So since she's became Christian, thanks Christians. I love you guys. You guys are cool. But no, we don't go dancing. You know, because it's secular music. You know what I mean? So can't do that. So. Well, I've listened to a lot of gospel, so we don't. You know, so our Valentine's Day is different now.
Yeah,
it's not like it used to be.
Just a romantic dinner.
Just a romantic dinner, and
maybe a movie.
Maybe a movie. Some
cuddling time.
Nice conversation.
Nice conversation.
Some handshakes.
Some handshakes.
I love you. I love you too.
Sure, I'm sure that's how it goes.
Exactly.
And that's maybe now
and that's how babies are made.
With family in the house, 2 kids in the house, and no privacy, and
none.
A dog. Jesus.
None. Yeah, bro. It's it's like
that's
that.
Tough, bro.
Anything else you want to talk about, man?
There was there was a couple conversations I wanted to have. Do you remember what I ended up telling you about? I was having a hard time just recently. I mean, we've talked about it on and off on the podcast about how I'm having difficulties staying dedicated to me working out.
Oh, okay.
Bro, so tell me why. I ended up just recently, I weighed myself, and this was maybe about 2 days ago, and I've been off the scale for like maybe 2 months.
I swear to God, the way you're describing this is like you are on drugs. Man, I've been off the pipe for I don't know how long.
Maybe that's what it was. Okay.
You fell off the wagon.
No, but I haven't stepped on the scale for like 2 months.
Okay.
I just completely just.
Is there a reason?
Because I kind of had a feeling that I was gonna go bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bro, almost 300 pounds. 287 pounds to be exact.
But you know what? I'm gonna make you feel better. My heaviest was 320.
This is the heaviest I've ever been.
It's still 320. Imagine being 320.
I don't want to.
No.
I'm scared. All right.
What are you gonna do about it?
Put it out there.
I
got completely. Well, I've been working out since Thursday of last week. Now, like actually dedicating myself and like seriously dedicating myself to it. And then number two, obviously, I made a decision that starting this week, I was gonna go ahead and make changes to my diet. So
that's what I was gonna say. No matter how many exercises you do, it's not gonna do anything because it's
because I mean, if you don't,
first.
yeah, exactly. If you don't have a healthy eating style, it's all out the window. It's like you going out working for about an hour and a half and then turning around and then you're gonna
McDonald's.
have like a double cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then what's the point?
No point.
So this time around, I was like, you know what? No, I having history through my family of heart condition and high blood pressure and whatnot. I was like, no, I need to do something about it. So, as a matter of fact, I don't have it on me right now, but I'll shoot it to you because I know that you were telling me that you were kind of struggling with having some motivation on you.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding out that one of the big problems that I was having with motivation was because I just fell into a routine.
Okay.
I was doing the same workouts
over and over,
over and over, and I just plateaued.
Yeah.
Like I found myself.
Get bored. You get bored. Yeah.
So I ended up finding this app, right? And like I said, I started working out since Thursday of last week, and I feel so much better, right? And obviously, I'm going to continue doing so, but the workouts, it's roughly around an hour and a half of working out.
Okay.
9 exercises throughout, and it changes up your workout habits through every single day. So you're not going to fall into the same routine.
So is it kind of like the way you taught me in the beginning was like just one muscle group at a time, or is it like a circuit?
It's actually it's almost like a circuit, right? Okay. So like for instance, today I ended up working out biceps, chest, and then and abs.
Okay, so you do like a combination of muscle groups. Okay.
So so then the following day, the app registers. Okay, these are the muscle groups that we worked on.
Right.
Then let's go ahead and let these muscles rest or recover. And then now these muscles are fresh. Let's go ahead and focus on these today.
Right.
And it does that throughout the course of the week. So when I saw the difference, I was like, you know what, this is a godsend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna need that.
So I'll go ahead and I'll shoot it to you, and then I'll go ahead and I guess for anyone that's struggling with motivation and having to falling into the routine, I'll go ahead and we're not sponsored or anything by them.
And if you guys have any suggestions, please leave the message in the comments. You can definitely take advice.
Here's another thing that I ended up finding out too. Remember how I mentioned on the phone that I was looking for like meal plans?
Right.
The worst thing you can think of. I'm not gonna mention which food apps or whatever. I'm just gonna state general points.
Right.
Number one, the free the free course that they give you, the trial period that they give you. After you reach that free trial period, the end, right? A lot of people don't realize until it's way too late that obviously you have to put in your credit card information, right? So at the end of the free trial period, guess what happens?
They've already charged
you, and not only
even before it ends.
Not only do they charge you for, let's say, like $18.99, right, for the first month. No, they'll charge you six months to a year up front. So by the time that you're just like, oh well, I have to call customer service in order for me to get that money refunded, right? The other problem is that when you try and call customer service, guess what? You're getting rerouted to like 6-7 different people.
I have a question, and I know you probably don't have the answer to this, but you probably asked the same question. Why does it take like 3 seconds for them to take the money off your card, but like 3 to 5 weeks for them to put the money back onto your card? I never got that.
It's all just a money ploy, bro. It's for them to get into your pocket, you know. And that's the the reason why I was just, as soon as I saw that and I ended up seeing that it was happening on several different companies or whatever, I was just like, you know what, I might as well figure it out for myself, meal prep and be able to make healthy eating habits for myself without having to rely on a completely different company, and then I'm gonna be having to spend double the amount of money, because number one, you have to pay for the subscription, and then number two, you probably have to pay for the ingredients and all that stuff. So I might as well save myself the money.
It's so much easier and better just to grill you some chicken, make you some vegetables, and then get some little Gladlock containers. We're not sponsored by them, but just get some Tupperware containers and meal prep for like 3 to 5 days. And then just put them in the refrigerator. When you're ready to eat, pull it out. Your meal's done. You ain't got to worry about it. Your meal should be the least of your worries. It should be you having time to do what you got to do and exercise and get everything done. Meals and just, boom, it's already done. It's ready to go. And drink plenty of spring water. That's it, bro.
What else we got? You got anything else?
That's it, man. Pretty much, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I guess that wraps it up for us today. Make sure to follow us. Make sure you subscribe. Yep. Hit the bell notification, so that way whenever we go ahead and we throw out a new video, you guys are notified right away. And share. Don't forget to share, guys. And
let us know what movies or TV shows you guys are waiting to come out or waiting to go see. Let us know in the comments.
Well, we're wrapping it up. All right, guys. We're out of here. Peace out.